C.J_Halliday tipped $21.40. There we go. You did catcall her. You say you're wrong. And you're sorry and little P Bunny's homie.
What's going on, y'all? You already clicked the video. You already know the title. You know what's up. You know what's about to come. And I really didn't want to make this video. As much as people want to make it seem like I'm craving drama or I want some kind of beef with another creator, I'm going to tell y'all the story of how this took place. But as simple as I could state it, literally, I just came across this evidence by surprise. I wasn't looking for anything. I don't want to cancel anybody. But if you find something this jarring and you continue to look into it and you find more evidence, you're going to want to talk about it. I'm not just going to ignore something because I think somebody's a good person or because they said so. Because the stuff that I have right here is going to disprove whatever CJ has said already, the defenses that he has made. Let me outline y'all what happened. I was scrolling through Twitter one night and I had seen a video where it described a streamer named Prince Aladdin catcalling a 15-year-old girl on the streets of Hollywood. I thought that was a new video, so I ended up sending it to the homie Major Chilla. After he looked over it, he seen that there was some name donations flying as this was taking place, and the name read C.J Halliday almost every donation, and we thought that was a little sus because this news story is connected to a dude who's being called out for being a PDF file, and CJ's name is seen there, not just donating one time, mind you, donating multiple times throughout the stream. And even that's one thing, like donating one time, one stream, maybe donating a lot of times, one stream, especially when he gives you guys his explanation. But then you'll figure out that it wasn't just one stream. This was a whole online relationship, a whole parasocial relationship that was taking place. The article by Newsweek.com details how this YouTuber had to publicly apologize after a father confronted him for catcalling his 15-year-old daughter. They described the clip as going viral on social media. Here's the clip in question, and trigger warning, it is pretty shocking. I mean, catcalling itself is pretty degen behavior, but going ahead and catcalling an underage girl right in front of her father, that's a whole nother level of disgusting PDF degeneracy right there.
Come here, where you going? Come here, little blondie, little Taylor Swift looking ass. She's 15, dude. Hey, bro, then why is she out this late, bro? What? Why is she out this late? This is Hollywood, bro. Why is she out this late? Because we just went on a father-daughter date at dinner. That's great. I apologize, bro. I'm not trying to disrespect you in any way possible. I totally apologize. If I were you, I would just shut the f*** up. No problem, sir. No problem. Hey, Aladdin, chill out. Yeah, I didn't know he was 15, bro. I don't want to get into that. I didn't know she was 15. Hey, you're not 15. Stop catcalling after women. Bro, why are you at me like that, bro? Don't tell me about coming at me. No, you just entered my world, all right? Bro. I apologize for that, bro. This is on camera, bro. Be nice. This is my hood, bro. Bro, your hood? Yeah, you're really holding it down. That's why I'm holding the camera, bro. Ain't nobody robbing me for this camera. It's a $1,000 phone, player. Hey, just quit while you're ahead, Aladdin. Stop. She's 15. What's he hanging out with a 15-year-old girl? What a weirdo. Hey. Fresh. There you go. There you go. I like that. This your hood, that. Huh? Yeah, it is. Oh, you heard that? You're like, I'm sorry, dog. I apologize to him. This is my hood. I apologize to him.
So at this point in time, I understand that CJ had donated both before and after the incident and was also modded in his chat and spoke quite often to the guy. I knew all that. But I still wanted to give homie the benefit of the doubt because, like y'all, I watch his content. I don't hate CJ. A lot of people think that I just want to start beef or that I have some kind of issue with the guy. I'll tell you right now, his content is okay. I watch it. It's fine. Like, I like his content, if anything. But I'm not just going to ignore this because I think he's a good person based off of the couple of videos I've watched of him, and neither should you. You do understand that's highly ignorant, right? And I know you guys are fans. I get it too. I'm fans of YouTubers as well, and I would hate for something bad about them to come out. But if it's facts, it's facts. If they did something bad, they did something bad. It's that simple. Like I said, though, I liked the guy, so I was giving him a slight benefit of the doubt. I wanted to at least reach out to him and see a little bit more context before I had to say anything about this. because I'm not the type of person to just jump on something. I tried it multiple times. Major Chilla tried it in comment sections, tried it on Twitter. Basically, no comment was given until I had made a post on Twitter and a couple people had seen it on my Twitter page. Eventually, word started to spread. I know a couple people reshared the post. Eventually, somebody ended up confronting him in the comment section. And he explains that basically it was all a mistake and he thought that the dude was homeless, while simultaneously saying that he also donated to Only Use Me Blade and other IP2 members. You're saying that you didn't know this streamer did anything wrong, yet you're comparing him to Only Use Me Blade, a degenerate streamer that is known to have done weird crimes involving, right? We already know that he's done some weird stuff there. So why would you even donate to him, let alone this dude? You're either saying you donated to him because you didn't know he was a lolcow, or you're saying it's okay to donate to lolcows. Which one isn't? But the thing is that you donated numerous times throughout different live streams and was also modded to him.
Love it. How much you make doing this? More than you, pal. More than you, pal.
C.J_Halliday tipped $21.40. There we go. You did catcall her. You say you're wrong. And you're sorry a little P Bunny's homie.
Yes, thank you, CJ, for the dono. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Shout out to the militia. Shout out to C.J Halliday. Yes.
So how did you know his financial situation, yet somehow you didn't know when he made a big deal about apologizing? Here's the video. I'll post it up right here where he says that he apologized. It's on his IRL streaming YouTube channel. And I'll also play that clip of him apologizing so you guys can see how severe this incident is if you don't already know.
If you guys are watching this, I want to apologize. I want to apologize to Skylar Stone. I'm sorry for what I did to you the other night. It was embarrassing watching on my side. I'm sorry for if I had ruined the night out with your daughter. I do apologize. Jack Roberts, yes, Skylar Stone is a weirdo. Jack Roberts, totally part of the militia. More than likely, I would have reacted the same way. Whether it was my sister, daughter, whatever, I would have reacted the same way. I do apologize for what I did. I'm learning from my experience in streaming. I want to become a good streamer. And I'm learning.
Like I said, I'm not doing this at all to cancel anybody, but we have to uphold a certain level of standards in this community. We can't just decide to pick and choose what information we want to believe or we want to deem as wrong because we enjoy somebody's content. If anybody else did this, we would be jumping on it as quick as possible. And I get it. Other people have history that CJ doesn't, but still, we got to put that into perspective. If somebody like Cyraxx was donating to a PDF file, what would y'all do? Y'all would say that he's a weirdo for that, right? Even if I did that, I already know people would jump on me. So I don't get why we're leaving the room for CJ because he's a good person. If I was donating to Daniel Larson, that would be the end of my career. And I get it. We're the edgy people on the internet. That's cool. I don't care. But I don't find just funding PDF files edgy. I just find that completely weird. Like I said earlier, I'm not trying to cancel the guy. I like CJ's content. It's the defenses. The defenses is where it started to trip me up. I also see a lot of people saying that he stopped watching when he figured it out. He himself will tell you that he doesn't even know what we're talking about, at least according to him. He says that he forgot what happened and he doesn't know. When I told him that it was a news story and this guy made a big deal about his apology on his stream, it was basically impossible if he was a fan not to see that and not to notice that era. It was a big part of this dude's streaming life is that he got put on the news and was called out for catcalling. So much that he had to make a public apology. Everybody who was fans of him probably seen that. He made a huge deal about it. According to you, you didn't stop watching till about 3 years ago. This incident took place 5 years ago. I just don't understand how somebody can say they completely forgot something from 3 years ago when it involved so much of their life. Like, this was an obvious parasocial relationship you had. How could you just completely forget if somebody gets called out for catcalling a 12-year-old or a 15-year-old or however old they were? It doesn't really matter if they were underage. I honestly don't think that's expecting too much out of anybody. Myself, you, just to do a little bit of simple research into the people you watch and the people you're donating to. It's literally that simple. We're content creators who criticize people on a daily basis for stuff like this. It would be hypocritical not for me to say anything. It wouldn't make sense for me to ignore such a big situation just because I enjoy CJ's content. My morals just wouldn't let me do that. If I see somebody who's donating to a weird PDF file, I'm gonna say something. I don't care how good your content is. This is not an isolated incident, which is what bugs me. He kept going on and trying to make it seem like it was an isolated incident, like he got tricked into donating one time. When I confront him about using the excuse that the guy said he was homeless, he tells me he probably mentioned that every stream debate donos and I was the fool. So you're telling me every time you got up into his stream, those numerous times you donated, those days that you donated multiple times, that you just didn't know who he was and he was baiting you saying he was homeless every time? How are people believing this? How are people seeing this as a valid excuse? This doesn't make sense logically at all. Here's another defense he made. Thank you so much, Right Made Mod. I needed that. And from now on, I'm double checking who I donate to. I've stopped donating like that a while ago. I just wanted to be a part of people's streams and cringing for doing that. And now I know better. Again, thank you for your wise words, brother. Listen, I get wanting to be a part of people's streams and donating. That's not why people are getting on you. That's not why I'm mad at you. I'm not mad at you for donating to somebody who you didn't know, because you donated to him multiple times, hundreds of dollars. And you're saying that somehow you knew he was homeless, but yet in other comments you're saying you didn't know a lick about him. And you also admitted to watching him after the fact and maybe knowing that he apologized, but somehow forgetting about it. Does nobody else see how this is incriminating? I feel like I'm living in an alternate universe or something. If anybody else did this, it would be the end of their career. What are we doing here? Just because he seems sad in his community post, we're just gonna let it slide? If I act depressed after I do something bad, or if I do something good before that, does that instantly cancel out the bad thing that I did? Don't let somebody try to make you feel bad after they did something stupid and they're getting called out for it. Don't just say everybody makes mistakes. An example of a mistake would be donating to the guy one time. It would be maybe complimenting the guy because he complimented you and not knowing much about him. That I can excuse. But donating to him multiple times before and after the fact, while also being modded, is just crazy. You're telling me you're just turning off your ears and your eyes, like closing your eyes and then pressing the donate button. You were there. You saw the kind of content he made. You decided to donate. As simple as that. I don't get making the excuses. I don't get y'all trying to defend this. We have to uphold, like I said, a certain level of standards to this community. There should be no reason why we're literally donating to the people that we're criticizing. Do you understand how crazy that seems? Feeding people money, the people that we dislike. These people are the complete antithesis of what we believe. Like, we've made it our career to point out their stupidity. I just don't understand this kind of logic. That's literally the only issue I have with CJ. I've never disliked him previously. I like his content, and I want to see small channels grow in this community. You know what I mean? Just like myself, I want them to have the same opportunity to grow. But at the same time, I rather not have people who are doing these kind of things in our community. Just, that's the bottom line. I just don't think that it's a good idea to start splitting hairs and saying that you're okay for doing this just because you make content against lolcows. Where do we draw the line? Where's the boundaries? It doesn't really make sense. We got to draw the line somewhere, right? where it becomes like, okay, maybe the content that you're making isn't really the right content for you if you're going to be donating to these people and supporting them. Why'd you decide to make this content in the first place? Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.